Hello friends, I am welcoming you all in my lecture on the topic specific combining ability. In the last few lectures, I discussed about the concept of combining ability, general combining ability. In this video, I will discuss the concept of specific combining ability. In the last video, as I discussed general combining ability, when we are discussing the values for general combining ability, it means we are discussing the performance of parent line. So general combining ability is directly related to the combining ability of parental line, and it's also associated with additive genetic variance and narrow sense heritability. In the contrast, a specific combining ability is related to a specific cross. When we are discussing about a specific combining ability, it means we are discussing for a specific cross. It's also associated with non-additive genetic variance and broad sense heritability. So when we are saying general combining ability is high, it means we are discussing about the parents. The performance of parent is good. When we are telling specific combining ability is high, it means we are discussing about a particular cross. In the last video, I discussed general combining ability is the mean performance of F1 offspring of a line with other lines. For more clarification, you can access my older video on general combining ability. And specific combining ability is the superiority of a particular cross over the average general combining ability of two lines. So when we are talking about a specific combining ability, it means it is superiority of particular cross. Actually, during studying this combining ability, we generally go with so many lines. We have so many lines, and we generally made all the combinations, all the permutations, and we have so many crosses. So for a particular cross, what is the superiority or inferiority? This is calculated by a specific combining ability. In the next few slide, the things will be more clear when I will try to explain all these things with some examples. So here some more explanation. Under specific combining ability, we study relative performance of a particular cross combination. It is estimated as deviation from population mean and corrected for GCA values. So the value of SCA is a relative value, relative to the population mean, and it is estimated as deviation from population mean, and it's also corrected for GCA value. So the last line, the deviation from population, how can we calculate a specific combining ability? By using deviation value from the mean and also correction value from GCA value. All these things will be clear in the next slide when I will try to explain this thing by a solved question. So here all things will be clear. Here we have 6 lines, 3 father line and 3 mother line, x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. We made all the combinations, so we have 9 combinations, 9 cross x1, y1, x2, y1, x3, y1, x1, y2, x2, y2, x3, y2, x1, y3, x2, y3 and x3, y3. So we have all the 9 cross. Under general combining ability, we calculated the values, the parental line values, x1 general combining ability value, x2 general combining ability value, y1 general combining ability, y2 general combining ability. So the concept of general combining ability is used for the parental line. So in the last lecture, we estimated general combining ability for x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3. The values for x1 general combining ability was 0. The values for x2 general combining ability was plus 3.3. Similarly, we had all the general combining abilities values. Now suppose I am trying to calculate a specific combining ability for a particular cross for x1, y1. Suppose we are trying to calculate a specific combining ability for x1, y1 cross, the first cross. So here what we will calculate, come to the previous slide, we will calculate deviation from the population mean and correct it for general combining ability. So see, the performance of this particular cross is 50. So deviation of 50 from population mean, and here population mean is 70. In the last video I already discussed how 70 population mean was calculated. So 50 minus 70 deviation from population mean, and it's also corrected for general combining ability value. It's also corrected for general combining ability value. How we will make this correction? Up to this 50 minus 70 clear. Now we will make correction for general combining ability. We have two general combining abilities, one for x1 and one for y1. One parental line is x1 line and other parental line is y1 line for making this cross. So for x1 line the general combining ability value is 0. For y1 line the general combining ability value is minus 20. So we will subtract these two values, minus 0 and minus 20. So this is the calculation, 50 minus 70 minus 0 and minus 20. So the value will be 0. So a specific combining ability value can be 0, can be positive, can be negative. So any value can be is possible for a specific combining ability. We will see one more example. Suppose now we are trying to calculate a specific combining ability for x2 y1 cross. So here the performance of x2 y1 cross is 40 minus population mean minus 70, and we will also subtract two general combining ability value for x2 parental line and y1 parental line. So we will again subtract minus 20 and minus 3.3. So in this way the specific combining ability for x2 y1 cross is minus 13.3. So in this way we can calculate a specific combining ability for different crosses. One more thing which I want to discuss, a specific combining ability variance is calculated as dominance variance. So a specific combining ability variance equals dominance variance. In the last video I discussed general combining ability variance is half of the additive genetic variance. So this is also important. Several times this is asked in the exams, what is the value for the specific combining ability variance? So it's simply equal to dominance variance. So friend, this is all about a calculation of a specific combining ability value, and also I discussed the variance for the specific combining ability. Hoping things will be clear for you. If not, please write to me. I will try to make things more clear. I can understand this portion, the concept of a combining ability and concept of general and a specific combining ability is a bit tricky thing. So if you have any problem, any suspicion, any question, feel free to ask me question. Thank you very much for watching this video.